Cheryl Nota. Roll call, please. Bobby. Thank you. Bobby Nota. Roll call vote, please. Roll call to establish quorum for the Navajo Nation Council special session slated for today.
Good afternoon, honorable members. Honorable Elmer Begay. Honorable Elmer Begay. Honorable Elmer Begay did not answer roll call. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr.
Delegate Kalos, thank you.
Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. answered roll call. Honorable Paul Begay. Honorable Paul Begay is present. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown did not answer roll call. Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton. Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton is excused. Honorable Amber Canasba Crotty. Honorable Amber Canasba Crotty. Honorable Amber Canasba Crotty did not answer roll call. Honorable Speaker Seth Thaman. Honorable Speaker Seth Thaman is excused. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. did not answer roll call. Honorable Mark Freeland.
Present.
Honorable Mark Freeland answered roll call. Honorable Pernell Halona.
Hello, present.
Honorable Pernell Halona answered roll call. Honorable Jamie Henyo. Honorable Jamie Henyo. Honorable Jamie Henyo did not answer roll call. Honorable Vince James.
Delegate James, present.
Honorable Vince James answered roll call. Honorable Rick Nez. Honorable Rick Nez. Honorable Rick Nez did not answer roll call. Honorable Carl Slater. Honorable Carl Slater is present. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. did not answer roll call. Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr.
Present.
Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr. answered roll call. Honorable Otto So. Honorable Otto So. Honorable Otto So did not answer roll call. Honorable Charlene So. Honorable Charlene So.
I'm present.
Honorable Charlene So answered roll call. Honorable Daniel So. Honorable Daniel So is present. Honorable Eugene So. Honorable- Honorable Eugene So answered roll call. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. did not answer roll call. Honorable Edison Wanika. Honorable Edison Wanika is present. Honorable Edmund Yazi. Honorable Edmund Yazi is excused. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair did not answer roll call. Going back up. Honorable Elmer Begay. Honorable Elmer Begay. Honorable Elmer Begay did not answer roll call. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown did not answer. Roll call. Honorable Amber Canaspa Crotty. Honorable Amber Canaspa Crotty. Honorable Amber Canaspa Crotty did not answer. Roll call. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. did not answer. Roll call. Honorable Jamie Hinu. Honorable Jamie Hinu. Honorable Jamie Hinu is present via text. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. answered. Roll call. Honorable Rick Nez. Honorable Rick Nez. Honorable Rick Nez did not answer. Roll call. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr.
Present.
Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. answered. Roll call. Honorable Otto So.
I am here. Thank you.
Honorable Otto So answered. Roll call. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. Honorable Thomas Walker
present.
Jr. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. answered. Roll call. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair did not answer. Roll call. With that pro temp speaker, you have 16 members present, including yourself.
Hello, Yate. I'm on the line. This is Delegate Yellowhair for the present.
Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair answered. Roll call. 17 members present.
Thank you, Ms. Nota. 17 members present constituting a quorum. Next is the invocation and honorable colleagues. The wonderful prayer that was provided by Honorable Edison Juanica, I think would carry on to this session of Navajo Nation Council. And just let's honor that prayer as we proceed into the deliberations of this special session. Go
Speaker Pro
on.
Tem, Delegate Rick Nez is present.
Fukushima, Cecilia, that'll make 18 members present. We go to item number 2, recognize guests and visiting officials.
Mr. Chair, Pro Tem Speaker Daniel So.
Oh, Shiche, Honorable Chair, Jamie Hinu, you have the floor.
Yeah, Mr. Chair. Just FYI, I'm present, barely logged on, so I'm part of the meeting. Yeah,
Fukushima. Shiche, you were, I think you were text, so that's how you were recognized as being present. Recognizing guests and visiting officials. Going once,
Chair,
going twice.
don't get Henny again.
Chiche, Honorable Chair Jamie Hinu.
You see this on recognized chapter officials in Tohojile, New Mexico, way in the further eastern part. President Secretary, the Vice President Nora Morris, the Secretary Treasurer Francine Nabeda. Though we just have a former official, Ms. Lambert Evangeline Willie, and Jordan City, former official. I'm here in Tojule with them right now, listening in. So we're all listening in. Although my 2 other chapters too, Alamo and Raymond chapters too also. So we're all listening in here in Tojule.
to the Toajile chapter officials. Welcome to our special session and thank you for joining the teleconference. Do we have anybody else?
Lucas, Eugene, so
Oh, Cecilia, you have the floor.
Steve, go yeah. Nessa better deal, this other Chrissy Benach when there's a star in the chambers. Former delegate, council delegate Samuel Yali. Is Kanda Nita Ditsa. They deal need all this. The does a part of the quick has been she could configure and Shana.
Wat Edo Cecilia. After we do the recognitions, is there any other colleague that wants to recognize a guest or a visiting official?
Pro Temp Speaker.
Hey, Shiche, Honorable Edmund Yazi, Chair of Eastern Navajo Land Commission and delegate.
Pro Temp Speaker, just to let you know, I'm on call.
Okay. That will make it 19 members present. Okay. There's no one else at this time as requested by Honorable Eugene So. Let's do a moment of silence. It is sad that we had the passing of Honorable Samuel Yazi. I had the opportunity to serve with him, and certainly he had some great leadership qualities, and he was really connected to his constituents of the chapter that he represented. At this point in time, let's have a moment of silence. Thank you, colleagues, for honoring the requests for the moment of silence. We will go to item number 3, review and adopt the agenda. Jadeza, Ms. Peggy Nokai, would you do this portion of the agenda?
Yes, thank you, Shania. Members of the Navajo Nation Council, this is your proposed agenda for a special session via telecommunications Thursday, October 28, 2021, 1 p.m. Navajo Nation Council Chambers, Window Rock, Navajo Nation. Presiding is the Honorable Daniel So, Pro Tem Speaker, 24th Navajo Nation Council. 1, call meeting to order, the roll call, the invocation. 2, recognize guests and visiting officials to the Navajo Nation. 3, review and adopt the agenda. 4, reports none. 5, old business none. 6, new business. A, legislation number 0206-21, an action relating to the Budget and Finance Committee, Resources and Development Committee, Nabikiatik Committee, and the Navajo Nation Council. approving $1,838,798 in supplemental funding from the unreserved undesignated fund balance for the 110 Navajo Nation chapters emergency fund accounts. The sponsors are Honorable Thomas Walker Jr., Honorable Seth Damon, Honorable Mark A. Freeland, and Honorable Eugene So. 7, close of session, announcements, adjournment. Mr. Chair, or Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Ms. Nakai. Members of the Navajo Nation Council, how do you wish to proceed with the agenda that's read into the record?
Motion by Henio.
Hokusila, Speaker Pro Tem recognizes Chair Jamie Hino motioning to adopt the proposed agenda. Do I hear a second? Second by Honorable Carl Slater. He raises his hand. He's present in the council chambers. Members of the Navajo Nation Council, is there any discussion on this agenda? Going once? Three times. Ms. Bobby Nota, please provide a roll call vote on the motion to adopt the agenda. Motion and second.
Honorable,
Read into the record. Thank you.
Honorable Almer Begay. Honorable Almer Begay. Honorable Almer Begay did not vote. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. did not vote. Honorable Paul Begay.
Delegate Paul Begay votes green.
Honorable Paul Begay votes green. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown.
Delegate Brown votes green. Yeah.
Honorable Nathaniel Brown votes green. Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton is excused. Honorable Amber Canesba Crotty. Honorable Amber Canesba Crotty. Honorable Amber Canesba Crotty did not vote. Honorable Speaker Seth Damon is excused. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr.
Green.
Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. votes green. Honorable Mark Freeland.
Green.
Honorable Mark Freeland votes green. Honorable Pernell Halona. Honorable Pernell Halona.
Votes green.
Honorable Pernell Halona votes green. Honorable Jamie Hino.
I vote green.
Honorable Jamie Hino votes green. Honorable Vince James.
Delegate James votes green.
Honorable Vince James votes green. Honorable Rick Nez.
Delegate Rick Nez votes green.
Honorable Rick Nez votes green. Honorable Carl Slater. Honorable Carl Slater votes green. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. did not vote. Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr.
Green.
Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr. votes green. Honorable Otto So. Honorable Otto So. Honorable Otto So votes green via text. Honorable Charlene So.
I vote green.
Honorable Charlene So votes green. Honorable Daniel So. I'm sorry. Honorable Eugene So.
Vote is okay.
Honorable Eugene So votes green. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr.
I vote green.
Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. votes green. Honorable Edison Winika. Honorable Edison Winika votes green. Honorable Edwin Yazzie.
Green.
Honorable Edwin Yazzie votes green. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair did not vote. Going back up. Honorable Almer Begay. Honorable Almer Begay. Honorable Almer Begay did not vote. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Key
Delegate Kale
Allen.
votes green. Thank you.
Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. votes green. Honorable Amber Canasba Crotty. Honorable Amber Canasba Crotty. Honorable Amber Canasba Crotty did not vote. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr.
Present. Present.
Honorable Raymond Smith Jr., how do you vote?
Green.
Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. votes green. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair did not vote. Pro Temp Chair, Pro Temp Speaker, with a vote of 18 in favor, 0 opposed, Pro Temp Speaker not voting.
Thank you. Let the record show 18 in favor, none opposed, and Speaker Pro Tem not voting. So we have an adopted agenda. Thank you, colleagues. We go to item 4, reports, there being none. We proceed to item 5, old business, there being none. Proceed to item 6, new business. A, legislation 0206-21. Shadeja, Ms. Peggy Malachi, please review the legislation with the council.
Thank you, Pro Tem Speaker and members of the Navajo Nation Council. Legislation number 0206-21 is before you. It's a proposed Navajo Nation Council resolution assigned to Budget and Finance Committee, thence Resources and Development Committee, thence Nabikiatik Committee, thence Navajo Nation Council, 24th Navajo Nation Council, third year 2021, introduced by Thomas Walker Jr. There are other co-sponsors by Speaker Seth Damon, Mark A. Freeland, and Eugene So. Tracking number 0206-21, an action relating to the Budget and Finance Committee, Resources and Development Committee, Nabikiatik Committee, and the Navajo Nation Council approving $1,838,798 in supplemental funding from the unreserved undesignated fund balance for the 110 Navajo Nation Chapters Emergency Fund accounts. So you have the legislation and it references exhibits. And those are included with the resolution that is before you, the Internet Public Review document. There are several reports. The first one has an emailed comment. The second one has a comment recommendations from the Office of Management and Budget with a memo dated October 12, 2021. Thereafter, you have a copy of the Budget and Finance Committee with a committee report with a due pass with one amendment. Amendment 1 on page 3, line 9, insert the Office of Management and Budget, OMB, has an overstrike not yet. Existing language reviewed this $1,838,798 funding request. Overstricken, but the OMB can. And then a new word and, existing language provide, add a D at the end, so it becomes provided its memorandum. To satisfy the requirements of 12 NNC section 820M, overstricken when this legislation is presented for consideration by the Navajo Nation Council. And then Exhibit E. 2, add new Exhibit E, and then 3, renumber or reletter succeeding paragraphs, sections, and exhibits as necessary and appropriate. The Office of Legislative Services and the Office of Legislative Counsel, with notice to the sponsors of the legislation, are hereby authorized to make technical edits to this legislation as necessary and appropriate to correct grammatical and/or scrivener's errors and to correct numerical errors, so long as all such edits accurately reflect the committee's intent in approving this legislation. This amendment shall supersede all inconsistent language contained in any other committee amendment, which amendment shall be conformed to the intent or language of this amendment. So thereafter, you have the vote tally sheet and the Exhibit E, the OMB memo. Then thereafter, you have a Resources and Development Committee report with a due pass with one amendment. On page 1 at line 13, on page 2 at lines 23 and 27, on page 3 at lines 2, 6, 9, 15, and 19. Delete, overstrike $1,838,798 and existing, and insert $1,808,520 $528. 2, on page 1 at line 15, add the following new language: emergency fund accounts underscored and waiving 12 NNC section 820. 3, on page 3 at line 22, add the following new paragraph. New language C, the Navajo Nation hereby waives 12 NNC section 820 to allow for the supplemental appropriation to all 110 chapters. 4, replace the original Exhibit A, Appendix K with a new Exhibit A, Appendix K, signed by the Executive Director of the Division of Community Development on October 13, 2021. 5, replace the original Exhibit B, Emergency Fund Chapter Balance as of 7/31/2021, 5 pages total with a new Exhibit B, 5 pages total provided by the Division of Community Development on October 13, 2021. 6, replace the original Exhibit C, Budget Forms 1, 2, and 4, 3 pages total with a new Exhibit C, 3 pages total provided by the Division of Community Development on October 13, 2021. 7 is the same clause as what appears on the Budget and Finance Committee. Then thereafter, you have a copy of the third report with a Casimiro Lake chapter resolution and another emailed comment. And then it has gone to the Nabakeetit Committee. And there was Amendment 1 that was approved on page 1 at line 13, on page 2 at lines 23 and 27, on page 3 at lines 2, 6, 9, 13 is underscored, 15 and 13 and 19. Delete $1,808,528 and insert $1,851,335.34. 2, replace Exhibit A, Appendix K, dated October 13, 2021, added by the Resources and Development Committee on October 14, 2021, with a new Exhibit A, Appendix K, 2 pages total, provided by the Division of Community Development on October 14, 2021. 3, replace the Exhibit B Emergency Fund Chapter Balance as of 7/31/2021, added by the Resources and Development Committee on October 14, 2021, with the new Exhibit B Emergency Fund Chapter Balances as of 8/31/2021. 5 pages total, provided by the Division of Community Development. 4, replace Exhibit C Budget Forms 1, 2, and 4 dated October 13, 2021, added by the Resources and Development Committee on October 14, 2021, with the new Exhibit C. Budget Forms 1, 2, and 4, 3 pages total, provided by the Division of Community Development and on October 14, 2021. 5 on page 3, at lines 2 to 3A, make the following changes in paragraph I. The OOC has overstricken is not yet, and then existing language reviewed. This supplemental funding request for the amount of overstricken is $1,838,798 underscored. New language, $1,851,331.34. Existing language as required by 12 NNC Section 820L. Overstricken, however, the OOC, new word and it's underscored. And then existing language has provided a memorandum dated overstricken August 2021 regarding a previous DCD request for chapters emergency funds in the amount of $1,685,344. Underscored is October 19, 2021, Exhibit D. Overstricken, the OOC can present an updated memorandum with a review of this $1,838,798 funding request when this legislation is presented for consideration by the Navajo Nation Council. Existing language, the controller has identified the chapter's emergency funding as non-recurring expenditures. 6, replace the original Exhibit D OOC memo dated August 20th, 2021 with a new Exhibit D provided by the OOC on October 19, 2021, 1 page. 7, replace the Exhibit E added by the Budget and Finance Committee on October 12, 2021, OMB memo dated October 12, 2021 with the new revised Exhibit E provided by the OMB on October 19, 2021, 1 page. 8, renumber or reletter succeeding paragraphs, sections, and exhibits as necessary and appropriate. The Office of Legislative Services and the Office of Legislative Counsel, with notice to the sponsors of the legislation, are hereby authorized to make technical edits to this legislation as necessary and appropriate to correct grammatical and scrivener's errors and correct numerical errors, so long as all such edits accurately reflect committee's intent in approving this legislation. This amendment shall supersede all inconsistent language contained in any other committee amendment, which amendment shall be conformed to the intent or language of this amendment. So that is the NABI committee amendment with the vote tally sheet. Chair or speaker, I'm sorry.
Motion.
Thank you, Ms. Nakai.
Second, Vice Chair Smith. Second, Delegate Brown.
Motion by, I should say, Edmund Yazi. The second by Honorable Pernell Helona has the second. Okay, with that, we have Honorable Rick Nez in the queue and then Honorable Carl Slater. Cecilia, Honorable Chair Rick Nez.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chairman Daniel So, Pro Tem Speaker. I'm sorry, we're in the special session now, so you're the Pro Tem Speaker. And out of response, and 24th Navajo Nation Council, legislation number 0206-21. Honorable Vice Chair Thomas Walker Jr. for considering this legislation for our chapters make sure that their emergency funds are back in place. It's good that we do this for our local communities and our community members. I would like to just let you all know that these emergency funds at the local level are normally expended pursuant to the chapter's 5 management system by priorities. And especially during this pandemic that we were facing and still in, I believe we just need to replenish some of these emergency funds before winter really sets in at the eyes in the cost. A lot of our elderlies are usually without firewood, propane, wood pellets, and other necessities for the winter. So this would really help them. But my concern is that this legislation, as we deliberated on during the Navajo committee, a few concerns were raised, and I believe there has to be some updated information provided from DCD, Division of Community Development, Office of Management and Budget, as well as the Office of the Controller. And therefore, honorable colleagues, as well as our pro tem speaker, I would like to make a motion that we table this legislation for 30 days while we get these updated information brought to us for 30 days. That will be my motion, and I reserve my time. Thank you.
Yeah, Lansatele. 2 minutes and 45 seconds you have reserved. Committee members, we have a motion to table by Honorable Chair Ricky Nez. Do I hear a second? Do I hear a second?
Second, Unika.
Yeah, Lansatele. I recognize the second to the motion to table. With that, there's no debate. We go straight to correction. Thank you, Ms. Johnson. With that, the motion to table, our rules allow for the sponsor. So to let Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. have 3 minutes to basically speak to the legislation and basically your thoughts to the tabling motion. Honorable Vice Chair Thomas Walker.
Thank you, Pro Tem Speaker, Honorable So Chuna. Yeah, Naka. Tado Cote Tade Nakabi, what other showing Aikido, Henson, other members of the Council, 24th Navajo Nation Council, other our staff, Ada, they need Nishigi, other the listening audience that we have today, the local chapters, chapter administrators, chapter leaders, as well as our dear Navajo people, our citizens, our constituents. That's enough for joining us today. Ado agent Ado and the Plateau Tahoe, Dr. Pearl Yellerman, DCD, the Executive Director. Ado Kunzaho Bandit indeed. To table the legislation jota abe be kit di ka ani ndol sosto na so se ishing bahna intado listo chbebzi do listinya ado hojo it aha johat peso na zodoni hit ho alson hayat ko hot ko even na Ibe case has need only just tabling motion negation and Speaker pro tem Ado
Cecilia, members of the council, Honorable Vice Chair Thomas Walker's call dropped. But I think you heard his statement clearly. We go back to Honorable Ricky Nez for 2 minutes and okay, since we did give Honorable Walker time to speak to the motion, and he clearly stated he's in favor of the motion. Let's go to a roll call vote at this time. Ms. Bobby Note.
Honorable Almer Begay. Honorable Almer Begay. Honorable Almer Begay did not vote. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. did not vote. Honorable Paul Begay.
Delegate Paul Begay votes green.
Honorable Paul Begay votes green. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown did not vote. Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton is excused. Honorable Amber Canas-Balcrotty.
Delegate Amber Canas-Balcrotty votes red. Thank you.
Honorable Amber Canas-Balcrotty votes red. Honorable Speaker Seth Damon is excused. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. did not vote. Honorable Mark Freeland.
I vote green.
Honorable Mark Freeland votes green. Honorable Pernell Halona. Honorable Pernell Halona.
I vote green.
Honorable Pernell Halona votes green. Honorable Jamie Henyo. Honorable Jamie Henyo. Honorable Jamie Henyo did not vote. Honorable Vince James.
Delegate James votes red.
Honorable Vince James votes red. Honorable Rick Nez.
Delegate Rick Nez votes green.
Honorable Rick Nez votes green. Honorable Carl Slater. Honorable Carl Slater votes red. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr.
Red.
Honorable Raymond Smith Jr. votes red. Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr. Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr.
Green.
Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr. votes green. Honorable Otto So. Honorable Otto So. Honorable Otto So did not vote. Honorable Charlene So.
I vote red.
Honorable Charlene So votes red. Honorable Eugene So. Honorable Eugene So. Honorable Eugene So did not vote.
Oh, Dodge is Dodge, Yahoo!
Honorable Eugene So votes green. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr.
I vote green.
Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. votes green. Honorable Edison Winika. Honorable Edison Winika. Honorable Edison
Green.
Winika. Honorable Edison Winika votes green. Honorable Edmund Yazi. Honorable Edmund Yazi votes red via text. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair.
I'll vote green, thank you.
Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair votes green. Going back up. Honorable Almer Begay. Honorable Almer Begay. Honorable Almer Begay did not vote. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr.
Doug McKellen votes red.
Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. votes red. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown. Honorable Nathaniel Brown did not vote. Honorable Herman M.
Delegate Brown votes green.
Honorable Herman M.
Green.
Daniels Jr. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. votes green. Honorable Nathaniel Brown votes green. Honorable Jamie Henyo.
He votes red.
Honorable Jamie Henyo votes red. Speaker Pro Temp with a vote of 11 in favor, 8 opposed. Speaker Pro Temp not voting.
Thank you, Ms. Nota, with a vote of 11 in favor, 8 opposed, the chair or Speaker Pro Tem not voting. The tabling motion is approved. It is in effect. With that, we go to item number 7, close of session. Oh, excuse me. The tabling motion entails that it would come back to the council within 30 days with the corrections as discussed by Honorable Rick Nez. With that, we get to the close of session and announcements. Committee members, excuse me, Navajo Nation Council delegates, colleagues, do we have any announcements?
Motion to adjourn, Delegate Rick Nez.
Second, Vice Chair Smith.
Second, Delegate Brown.
I recognize the motion by Chair Rick Nez and the second by Vice Chair Raymond Smith Jr. No debate. Roll call, Ms. Nota. Roll call vote.
Honorable Almer Begay. Honorable Almer Begay. Honorable Almer Begay did not vote. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr.
Question of privilege, Delegate Henry.
Chair Jamie Henio, what is your question of privilege?
What are legal announcements?
Hold on.
Che, Honorable Nino. Colleagues of the 24th Navajo Nation Council, his call dropped.
Che, what are we voting on?
Sorry.
Motion to adjourn. Che, motion to adjourn. Okay,
Christina, thank you.
okay. Ms. Nota, continue with the roll call vote on the motion to adjourn.
Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr.,
Callan votes green.
Honorable Key Allen Begay Jr. votes green. Honorable Paul Begay,
Delegate Paul Begay votes green.
Honorable Paul Begay votes green. Honorable Nathaniel Brown,
Delegate Brown votes green. Yeah.
Honorable Nathaniel Brown votes green. Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton is excused. Honorable Amber Canasba Crotty,
Delegate Amber Kenneth-Barkrati votes green. Thank you.
Honorable Amber Canasba Crotty votes green. Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr.,
Green.
Honorable Herman M. Daniels Jr. votes green. Honorable Mark Freeland,
Green.
Honorable Mark Freeland votes green. Honorable Pernell Halona, Honorable Pernell Halona, Honorable Pernell Halona did not vote. Honorable Jamie Hino,
What's green?
Honorable Jamie Hino votes green. Honorable Vince James, Honorable Vince James, Honorable Vince,
James votes green.
Honorable Vince James votes green. Honorable Rick Nez,
Delegate Rick Nez votes green.
Honorable Rick Nez votes green. Honorable Carl Slater,
Green.
Honorable Carl Slater votes green. Honorable Raymond Smith Jr., Honorable
Green.
Raymond Smith Jr. votes green. Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr.,
Green.
Honorable Wilson Stewart Jr. votes green. Honorable Otto So,
Green.
Honorable Otto So votes green. Honorable Charlene So, Honorable
I vote
Charlene,
green.
Honorable Charlene So votes green. Honorable Eugene So, Honorable Eugene So,
What case is this? What case is it?
Honorable Eugene So votes green. Honorable Thomas Walker Jr.,
I vote green.
Honorable Thomas Walker Jr. votes green. Honorable Edison Wanika, Honorable Edison Wanika, Honorable Edison Wanika did not vote. Honorable Edmund Yazi, Honorable Edmund Yazi, Honorable Edmund Yazi did not vote. Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair,
I vote green. Thank you.
Honorable Jimmy Yellowhair votes green. Going back up. Honorable Almer Begay, Honorable Almer Begay, Honorable Almer Begay did not vote. Honorable Pernell Halona, Honorable Pernell Halona,
Everyone votes green.
Honorable Pernell Halona votes green. Honorable Edison Wanika,
Green.
Honorable Edison Wanika votes green. Honorable Edmund Yazi, Honorable Edmund Yazi, Honorable Edmund Yasi did not vote. Pro Temp Speaker, you have 19 in favor, 0 opposed. Pro Temp Speaker not voting.
Let the record show a vote of 19 in favor, 0 opposed. Chair or Speaker Pro Tem not voting. Colleagues of the 24th Navajo Nation Council, safe travels and take care of yourselves. Mask up, social distance, and let's be ready for another special session to address this legislation. Take care of yourself. I'll go on that.
Go Cardinals!
Cardinals, two deuces, Doug Goodell here. Go ahead.
Cardinals!
Oh, Councilman.
Go
Go
Cardinals! Hey,
Yeah,
take it
go
out,
Cardinals
yeah.
tonight.